Hey, what's going on, guys? Super Dragon 408 here. I was making this video because I usually annually do this. Basically, I made this video because of 9/11. You guys probably haven't seen my last video I made about 9/11. It was about, I think it was when like CS:GO came out. It was around when CS:GO came out. It was on 9/11, and I made that video. It was on my old channel, but I'm usually do this every year where I make a video about me talking about 9/11, obviously. So 9/11 is a really, really, really bad thing that happened. I know not even a lot of people even know everything that happened in 9/11. People only think it was like the two towers and like they fell or something, and it really bothers me because if you guys don't know, 9/11 is when these terrorists hijacked 3 planes, not 2, 3 planes, and crashed 2 of them into the World Trade Center buildings. And well, the 3rd plane, which not a lot of people know about, which really annoys me as well, is there was a 3rd plane that went into the Pentagon because I heard from somebody, I don't know if this is true, but I heard that like we tried to like re-hijack that plane, and like they were trying to hit the White House, and then they like missed and hit the Pentagon. But yeah, basically that's what happened on 9/11. I was actually watching a documentary in school about 9/11 and how like we saw it in the first-person perspective about everything that was happening. It's just a really bad event that happened. The one time that pretty much, don't mean to sound like a high horse here, but pretty much one of the few times that America had a very low moment of failure, and it's just not good. I don't know why I want to make this video, but I wanted everyone to know that like I really care about 9/11. Like it really bothers me. And when people are like, "Oh, it's just nothing that big of a deal," that's the reason why we went to war is because of 9/11. We were just so pissed at them. They're like, "Oh yeah, you blew us up. Oh, yep, you're dead." So that's why I thought it was a good fit for CS:GO, which I don't even know what gameplay is going. Right now I'm recording this over Payday 2, but just for the occasion, I might actually play CS:GO. Sorry, I'm making the audio before I make the video. Some gameplay of CS:GO, I guess, will be up, but yeah, it really does bother me. I'm sorry for saying it so many times, but I wanted to make a video just to show my love for the people that, died on 9/11. Like, it's a really sad fact that, like, so many people had to just jump off the World Trade Center building because they thought that whatever was bad up there was obviously worse than jumping off and killing themselves. Over, like, 200-something people did that. And it's just so sad because they're innocent people. Like, you act like, oh, America does stupid stuff all the time, but nobody in the right mind in America would want to just hijack a plane, like, let's say for Afghanistan, just for an example. There's a plane, an Afghanistani airplane, and we hijacked it with all the people on it, innocent people, and crashed it into one of their main buildings, or 3 of their most important buildings. I mean, wouldn't that, like, just, like, that's so inhumane, and it'd kill everybody. Like, with the kamikazes, like, it wasn't as bad because they killed, like, 100-something soldiers. Like, they killed a lot of people, but I'm not saying it's not as bad as killing innocent people that didn't do anything to deserve it. Like, no matter what could have happened, it would not have been their fault. And they died, and that's just not, it's not cool. And the reason why I wanted to make this video is because of that fact that it's under my skin, the fact that this happened, because as you guys know, I like to be a true American, and in my true American fashion, I'm very upset at what happened, especially seeing the airplane like in slow motion go into the tower, and all the people like just jumping off and killing themselves. It's really sad. And if you guys know what documentary I'm talking about, look it up. It's basically like there was this documentary about a fireman, like a fire station, and there was this one person, and then it just went completely out of hand because they just so happened to be filming when 9/11 happened. So yeah, you might think I'm being a babbling idiot right now because I'm saying the same things over and over again, but I don't usually write a script for my commentaries, and I'm only 13, so I'm not very organized, but yeah, I apologize for that. But 9/11, man, it's pretty, like, I don't want people to think of it as just another thing, to be like, oh, it's 9/11, like, it's not like it's Valentine's Day. It's not like it's that. You can't just be like, oh, Valentine's Day, even though I don't have a girlfriend, it doesn't matter, blah, 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 blah. Like, people think more about Valentine's Day than 9/11. Some people are like, oh, what's 9/11? Like, seriously, you need to think this as, like, a big deal. Like, for example, my favorite president is John F. Kennedy. In about 11 days, it will be the 50th anniversary of his assassination. That doesn't make me happy to say that. Honestly, that's one of the worst things for me to ever have to say. But what are you gonna do? So nobody's gonna know. On that day, it's only gonna be me and the people that were there that are gonna actually be caring. Like, for example, even though my dad wasn't there, he grew up around that time. So he's gonna, he's gonna still feel bad too. And my history teacher, he loves John F. Kennedy too. We're all gonna be upset, and nobody's gonna know why. And that really bothers me. Like, I wanted to make this video just so you guys would know that 9/11 should be taken way more seriously than people think it should. And I apologize for spouting exposition again, but I could get that more on too, which is cool. But yeah, I wanted to make the video because of that, and it's being a terrorist. People are like, oh yeah, terrorist, it's a video game. Being terrorist, Counter-Strike, it's amazing. It's like, you don't understand. Like, I know that you probably understand the difference between real life and a video game, but you gotta take it to a degree where you have to be serious about things. Like, even me, as a 13-year-old kid, I still act like I'm a serious person sometimes, which I know you might believe that that's true, but I do. And it really just breaks my heart over the fact that somebody out there somewhere in the world would want to kill innocent people. Like, and people get more mad over the fact that a crazy dude comes into a school like the Columbine, like those two people like killed all those people. Like, more people know about the Columbine than 9/11. And even though it is something to be like sad about, it's not one of those things where you just can be like, oh, how many people died? Probably like 500 people, and then over 3,000 people died. Yeah, I know what they say. People say 2,000, but a lot of people died of cancer because of like the fumes of the flames and stuff like that, and because the building is made out of asbestos, and that could kill you, and mercury and all that stuff that's getting in your lungs. So a lot more people die than you think because of 9/11. But it just it drives me insane. We've been talking so much about it. Like, 9/11 is just something that you guys have to understand is bad, and you have to show some respect, and I don't care how, in whatever way you guys do, as long as you guys can do this just for me, just try to be a little bit thankful for what you have, just today, just for me, one time. I won't ask you again until you guys see my next series video. But anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know how I feel about 9/11, and yeah, I'm gonna go back to making videos, and maybe I won't be so serious next time, but I guess, yeah, see you guys later.